Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back with another video, of course, and today I'm going to be reviewing, reacting some nail submissions here that you guys sent to me personally via email. If you guys would like to be featured here on my YouTube channel anonymously also, because I know how some people can feel about their work, you're more than welcome to submit to my email as well to be featured here on my YouTube channel. So let's jump right into this video, guys. We're gonna do two today because I'm just really in a good mood and it's 420 and why not? So first person, this is from the Nail Demon on Instagram. She says, hi, how are you? I'm the Nail Demon on Instagram. I wasn't sure how many to send. You guys can send as many as you want. Like if you guys want to send 30, I will look at 30 of them and make a whole video for you. Like I really will. I love nails. I love nails. So I just sent my best sets I've done in my opinion. Your work is literally perfect. You're definitely someone I look to as an artist. Thank you. We're not perfect. I strive for perfection, but one thing as a nail tech, we all have to remember, guys, we're not perfect. We're human, okay? If we were machines, then of course would expect perfection. But even then, like computers be crashing and stuff too. So, but anyways, thank you. I really appreciate that. But I do want to say I am not perfect. We're not perfect. We strive for perfection, but we're not perfect. Okay. Okay. So she says, I'd love your criticism on anywhere I can improve. I started in January of 2020, guys. This is dated November. This is old. I've been working, guys. Okay. This is really old. Started in January and I'm in school for my esthetician and nail license, Mariah. Okay, so first off, these are cute. These are giving me Megan vibes. These are the lipstick shape. So first off, I can tell on your pinky, your apex is a little bit on the thicker side, the heavier side, but it's fine. Your cuticles look pretty good. Let me try. I realized I can zoom in, guys, on my MacBook. Like I'm 25. Like I feel like I'm starting to get old. Okay, anyway, so I'm zooming in on this, right? So I'm looking at your cuticles and these actually look really good. They're a little close on this particular photo, but it is really good. I really like this. Good apex, looks smooth. Your artwork is really nice. I like the foundation. I really like the foundation that you have for your acrylic. It's smooth as me. I like smooth. We don't want lumpy and bumpy because when you put artwork on, you'll be able to see lumps and bumps. One thing I will say, which I also have a problem with sometimes depending on like my clients and stuff like that. I notice you are using tips. I notice on the middle finger, it is a little bit more wide. It gets a little bit more flared out. It doesn't stay consistently like straight. Like it looks like you're going for like a lipstick from like square, but it looks kind of like you're going like kind of like flaring out. So like I would work a little bit on the shaping on the tip of that one, but your other ones look really good. These look like they might be C-curved. Your thumb looks like it. I think these are C-curved. I think these are C-curved tips. C-curved tips are very tedious. I personally use C-curved tips. So when it comes to filing, it is very hard to get them like really, really crisp. You have to file a little bit differently than you typically would with traditional tips. But overall, I really like this bling rhinestone design. I really like your placement. I really like that they're scattered out. You really give like the rhinestone design. I really like this. I really like your placement. I like the visual. So yeah, just work a little bit on just a little bit of the shaping. Your application looks nice. The pinky was a little bit more thick, a little bit thicker, but it looks fine. The cuticle's a little bit close on the thumb, but overall it looks really good. Okay, so next picture. You definitely are using C-curve tips. So like I said, they're a lot harder to use. They're tedious. Let me not say harder. They're tedious, more tedious to use. So I'm looking at this. Your application's phenomenal, hun. Like, you would just need to work on your shaping with these tips if that's what you're using, if these are tips that you're using. Other than that, like, just work on the filing. Your placement on your rhinestone design is really, really nice. I like it. I like that you use like small to like medium to large. You use a variety of sizes. That's what a lot of people, that's one thing I'm personally learning doing stone designs, is that you can't just place a whole bunch of stones on the nails and just expect them to be cute. Like, it's really like a craft. It's literally an art in itself, like stone designs. And I'm just now getting into doing stones because I do have clients that aren't really on the artsy side of like my painting, so like they more so want stone design. So you are really doing it with these stones. I really like these. So yeah, I would add a couple of more stones on the pinky and the pointer finger just to kind of like tie it together. But yeah, that's just me personally, what I would have done. But it's really good. Oh my goodness. When I started scrolling down, I saw the thumb. I'm a thumb person. I love thumbs. I was like, oh, this is a thumb. Oh my God, the application, oh, the apex. You're good. You're good. Ah. Okay, sorry, I'm extra, guys, but this is really, oh my gosh, girl. Okay. You're really good. And this is November. We're now in freaking April of 2021. Okay, so just imagine where she is at. I really freaking like these nails. Are so freaking good, girl. Oh my goodness. Okay, so like I said, the other things that you need to work on, of course, but overall, you're a bomb nail tech. Like, just work on your filing. That's it. Like, your application is smooth. I can tell your application is really smooth because, like I said, we're not perfect. So when it comes to people's top coats, I'm very particular. I'm visual. I'm a visual artist. Like, I'm visual with things. So when I'm looking at this and I'm looking at how the light hits your work and things like that, I'm looking at the gloss glare on the pointer finger right now. And the fact that it's like, it's straight, I know your application is flawless. Like, your application is smooth. Like, we're not perfect, so of course not every finger is going to be like completely, you know, smooth. But this is really good. And if you did not use a drill, I would be like, because if your application is this flawless and you use a file and it's smooth like this with just gel top coat and you didn't use a drill, like, phenomenal. If you did use a drill, that's fine. Hey, if you used a drill, that's your assistant. That's how you achieve that. But if you're able to do this with your hand, like how I like to use hand files, that's when I know that's a nail tech right there. So girl, even if you use a drill, it's fine too. Your application's really good to the point where you don't have to drill down too much. And even if you did, you're using your drill really nicely because it's perfect. It came out really nicely. Just work a little bit more on the shaping, but other than that, I really like this. You're using the C curve tips, so I will suggest that you know, work a little bit more on the shaping. Like I said before, those tips are a little bit more tedious to use than traditional ones, but for the sculpted look that everybody's going for, these are definitely the tips that you do want to use. But like, girl, this is really nice. Thank you for submitting. This is really good. I'll definitely make sure to tag you in this video and also on my Instagrams. This video is sponsored by Born Pretty Official. They sent me some nail products to test out, and I was really skeptical about testing out some products that are sent to me, but you guys have seen my other Born Pretty hauls where I've personally purchased some of their nail art supplies and things like that, and I actually really like their nail art supplies. And what do you know? A year and a half later, I'm actually working with them. So this is one of the sets that I recently did on one of my clients using one of the colors from their kit that they sent me. It comes with white, it comes with clear, and it comes with pink. This is a great beginner-friendly kit if you're trying to test out different acrylic powders. I've been trying out so many different acrylic powders, and it's also an Amazon purchase. You guys can actually purchase this on Amazon. You don't have to actually go to Born Pretty. Check the description box down below and you guys can see the discount codes and the links and all that good stuff. The next submission, we have Chantel Divine Nails, and she just sent in a couple of photos. So I'm going to start with the first one, of course, and it looks like we have some aquamarine polish. Okay, so first off the jump, I just want to say working with polish is very tedious. Like, it's really hard to work with that. I really hate polish. I really hate polish. But if you can use polish, really good. So first off, I'll say when it comes to the polishing, you did really good. The cuticles area looks really nice. You got full coverage. It is a little bit bumpy on some ends of the acrylic, but I will say it's because it's polish, and polish is just crap in my opinion, and you just have to work, you know, fast with you. Depending on the brand, like there's just so many things I just don't personally like about regular polish. I like regular polish on toes, but on acrylic, I just don't personally. Maybe my views will change in a couple of years, but I'm not working with it. So anyways, okay, so when it comes to your acrylic application, I'm looking at your thumb. I can kind of see the apex. I can kind of see the apex in the thumb. The placement of your beads on the pointer finger, the upper pointer finger, definitely needs some more acrylic. Your apex started a little bit lower, which made your cuticle bead a little bit thinner on the runnier side. So the apex is kind of like shifted a little bit funny. This is what I'm looking at. I don't know, but this is just what I'm looking at from the picture and by like the glare and stuff like that. So definitely work on your bead placement where your apex should be. Move the hump, move that first bead up just a little bit, a little bit. So then your cuticle beads will just like smoothly, nicely curve over, just smooth as a baby. Okay, so let's just shift over that first bead that you put down. I'm not sure if you're using a 3-bead method. I personally use a 3-bead method where that stress point is like that first bead you put. Let's just shift it up a little bit, and then you place your second bead, and then you place your cuticle, and then you get a nice smooth application. But sure. Ooh, okay, we got some nail art. I love nail art, guys. You guys know I love nail art. Okay, so anyways, this looks a lot better when it comes to those bead placements. It looks like you're using gel. So when it comes to people's applications, like I said, when it comes to things, I'm very visual. So I can tell that your acrylic is a little bit on the lumpier side, or it could be you using gel that's really thick and clumpy. It might be old. It could be one or the other. It could be one or two. That's just my personal experience with the short time that I've been in nail tech. That's my experience so far with doing nails. With gel, at least, it's either my acrylic is lumpy and the gel is going on top of it and it's just making it look even more lumpier, or I could just be using some really crappy gel polish and that's just what it is. So besides that, it looks good. I like the artwork. Application looks great. I wouldn't really say anything. You shifted your acrylic bead, so like I said, it is. So I don't know. I'm not sure if this is the gel or if it's the acrylic, but definitely if you know personally, then you know what it is, but it might be the acrylic or it might be the gel. Okay, last picture. Ooh, more nail art and rhinestones. Okay, so definitely getting better. Each picture progressed, of course. So I will say just work on the shaping, just work on the Christmas. I cannot say anything on YouTube. I swear as soon as I record, I start to not speak right. Like even that sentence I just said like does not even make sense. Okay, anyways, sorry guys. When it comes to like your shaping and things like that, to get a crisp edge and everything like that, definitely work on your filing. Just work on filing. That's honestly what it is. Stone placement, good. I would recommend, unless that's what she was going for and that's what you were going for, then that's completely fine. Don't listen to me. But if you want to just add some like small and medium, just so you can get a more like a full coverage of stones, unless they just wanted that one size of stones. But yeah, other than that, your work looks good. Artwork looks good. I see the little chrome heart right there. Is that chrome heart? Yeah, that is. I think that's a chrome heart. That looks like one. That looks like what it's going for. But yeah, it looks really good. One thing I will give you a tip for your photo, for this last photo, is just placement. You want to make their fingers look really stiff and like uniform, guys. Like I say in like a lot of my videos and like tips and stuff, when you guys ask me things, like you want to make sure that their nails are like really stiff. You don't want them to be placed like, you know, funky. You want to make sure like people are able to actually see the artwork. Like you don't want them tilted at a funky angle and stuff like that, like their fingers are all overlapped and they're just like, you know, like I hate when people like, I don't like when my clients' hands be looking like this. Like, no, we're gonna make them straight and you're gonna pose. Like, you're gonna pose. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry guys, I'm looking at my hands, but you're gonna pose. You get what I'm saying? So make sure that their hand is like pose. They're hand modeling. They're modeling your work. Your work is on their nails. You want to model them. You want them to be stiff. Sorry, my hands are super, my nails are so long, guys. But you want them to be stiff. You want them to be stiff. So that's what I can say about modeling. When it came to your stone that's in the cup of their hand, I personally don't like how the fingernails look unless you're doing like a curved nail look. Then of course, because they're like wrapped around it so you can actually see all the nail art. But me personally, I just don't. But these nails look good for that because like I said, they're curved. It looks really nice. You're able to see the nail art. But when it comes to like straight nails and stuff like that, I personally like stiff hands because they're straight so you can see all the artwork, things like that. So that's one thing I will say about the pictures. Thank you for submitting. Your work is really, really good. Your work is really good if you're a beginner. Even if you're not a beginner, thank you for submitting. Your work is good regardless. We all have to start somewhere. And two, I can tell that you're really progressing with these 3 photos that you sent me. Like, these photos are really good. These photos are really good. I can see that you're working on your craft and you're working on your skill. And again, she sent this in November, so it is now April. So I'm pretty sure she's a lot further along than what I am reviewing right now. Hopefully she does submit and she can be like, no girl, like I'm doing a lot better than what I submitted a few months ago. Like, I hate her or nothing like that. Like, I really want to see you guys like do really well. I want everybody. I don't want people walking around. I hate seeing those little comments on Instagram about what I wanted versus what I got. Like, we need to stop doing that. We need to each one teach one, okay? I can't do everybody's nails in the whole United States. Like, I can't service all those people. So I can help you guys. Like, I can help other people because other people want to get their nails done and they're in their areas and people just may not know how to do stuff. So we need to each one and teach one. Like, the game may be sold. It may be sold at certain times. But for little things like this, for tips and tricks and stuff, guys, like, we can all help each other and we can all grow as nail techs. Like, we honestly can. And like I say in all my other videos, just because I'm good, I'm not perfect. And also on top of that, we can always learn. There can be someone that's been doing nails for 20 years and they learned something from me. And I can also learn something from someone that literally stepped foot out of nail school. Like, we all can learn. We can always perfect our craft. We're always growing. Always know that someone is going to be better than you and there's always going to be someone that's not as good as you. Always be humble in what you do. Don't feel like your shit don't stink, because there are times where I personally do sets where I'm just like, ew, like, what were you thinking? Like, it happens, okay guys? So all for this video, guys. Thank you for submitting. I will make sure to tag you guys. If you want to be featured here on my YouTube channel, definitely send me an email. You can click on the description box down below. So see you guys next time.